Hi, welcome. This is part one of my Snowman series. I did speed up the video to 2 times faster, otherwise it just gets kind of slow. I did sketch the outline of the snowman using Derwent Graphite 2B pencil on a 9x12 Canson Mia Tint pastel paper. And here I'm laying down Faber-Castell Polychroma White, just a base layer. And here I'm using the Gioconda Soft Pastel Pencil Gray, putting in some shadows, some details for his hat. He's going to have some holes in his hat, so needed to lay down some shadows for that. I'm using the gray right now. Now I'm putting in some shadow detail with that same gray under the brim of his hat. And here, laying down some more of the Polychroma White. I'm using like a light to medium pressure. You don't want to go too hard with the pressure here, or you may lose some of the ability to add more layers and details later. Yeah. Since this snowman is from basically my imagination, I did have a lot of liberties that I could take with placement for everything. Basic rule of thumb is just pick a light direction and stick to it. If you decide the light is coming from the left, then be consistent with your shadows. And here I'm just back to the gray, more shadow effects, keeping in mind that there shouldn't be anything that is exactly straight, like a straight line. The brim is a curve, the eyes have curves, the hat has curves, the sticks that are his arms have curves. There shouldn't be anything that's just absolutely a straight line. Again, just coming back and adding some more shadow details to the top of his hat there, and the little holes that are in his hat, so that the snow will pick up better, if that makes sense. Like if you want something to be really light in color, then the rule of thumb is right next to it should be a darker color. That darker color will help the lighter color look lighter. So just keeping that in mind, I just kind of keep layering with my whites and my darks to kind of create a snow effect. Snow you would think would be just so difficult to draw, but it's really not if you just kind of pick it apart. If you look at a snowball, for instance, it's not just all white. There's colors, there's grays, there's darker grays, there's even darker grays. There may even be a black color. Sometimes there's light blue in the snow itself, or a purple. Um, these are all things that we just kind of take for granted because we see a snowball, we think, oh, it's white snow. Well, yeah, it is, but we gotta add some effects, especially when we're drawing something, painting something, because we want it to look three-dimensional. We want it to look real. At least that's what I'm kind of going for. Anyway, here I'm laying down the Gioconda soft pastel black over the gray that I had already laid down. It's just a nice layer. I don't know. It's just, you play with it. Something my art teacher told me was there's just really no mistakes in art. If you learned from it, it wasn't really a mistake. It was something you learned, like, oh, okay, this works, this doesn't work. Here I'm using a blending stump. Now, in my opinion, blending stumps are just as important to me as are the pencils I use. It's learning how to apply the right amount of pressure. It's a matter of trial and error thing. Like I was just saying, there's no mistake. It's just, oh, that worked, that didn't work. So you can go over it. The great thing about this brand of paper is its ability to hold layers, lots of layers, even when you're using a blending stump. I'll be able to go right over that again if I don't like the way it came out. So. Here I'm using the blending stump around the brim to show the contrast between the snow and the shadow under the brim, kind of making it look like a stipling effect. And now I'm back to the pastel black pencil, just kind of giving those holes in his hat a little bit more detail by adding another layer. Sorry for this long gap. I was looking for a finer tipped blending stump so I could make those small little details of like stipling in the snow around the holes in his hat. I will actually take the blending stump and purposely go into where the black pastel marks are on this drawing, just to grab a little bit and then go back to the white snow part and add those little tiny details that make it look like his hat's got a bunch of snow on it around these holes in his hat. Now I'm just taking the polychroma white and just giving a little highlight to those little dark stippling things I just made with the blending stump. So this is what I'm saying. You put the white next to the dark, makes the white look brighter, makes the dark look darker. They complement each other. Again, this snowman was sketched out using a Derwent Graphite 2B pencil onto, I believe this is a 9x12 Canson Mi-Tint pastel paper. And the pronunciation of that, I may be messing that up, but Mi-Tint is a Canson brand. I love their paper. And here I'm using my Derwent Graphite 2B just to kind of give that brim a little more structure, a more defined line around the snowman head. I do hope that this helps teach somebody some maybe little tricks and things that you can do to help yourself with sketching, drawing using color pencils, blending stumps, graphite, basically whatever kind of pencils you like. The key to anything is just practice. Just keep at it. I like to think that there's really no rules. I just can learn and do how I want to do, and take from that. The rest of the Snowman series is on my YouTube channel in my library. I did label them so they're easy to locate and find. They're each named Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, so on and so forth. Unfortunately, the video that I took of the scarf that comes later was destroyed, so I'm not able to use that. It was accidentally deleted when one of my grandkids was using my phone, so it's unfortunate, but that's okay. There'll be more videos on how-tos, so please stay tuned. Please go to my YouTube channel, Therapy Art for You. Feel free to browse through the library, and I appreciate you. Please, share, subscribe. I will be doing live streams in the future. Hope to kind of see you there.